We're done with transitions. We're going into the new relevancy-based questions. One thing I want you guys to recognize here is that the question itself gives you the requirement. So I don't necessarily need to read through the notes, although it would be better because I'm sure the College Board will update this format sooner or later. And so, okay, you read these points right here. Excellent. The requirement is in this question. The student wants to compare the lengths of two rail tunnels. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? If you go through the answer choice, there's only one answer that compares the two tunnels, and it's answer B. Is that an I? Yeah, Saikin tunnel is 33 miles long, while, and this is the comparison, the slightly shorter Channel tunnel is 31 miles long. The others don't compare tunnel length. So go with answer B. Question number 23. And again, you have the points, takes a few seconds. You won't lose too much time, but your main focus is the actual question. The student wants to specify the reason the Pleiades, I guess, right, appearance change. Okay, so if you go through the answer choice, you should be left with two answers. You should be left with answer B, or you should be left with answer C, because what you're looking for is some sort of change. And so answer B says, well, there's 6 stars today, while answer C also says they have 6 stars today, or now appears 1 star. You have to meet the requirements of the question, and the question wants to give us a specific reason why these clusters of stars change. And we're going to go with answer C. And why do we have answer C? Because 2 of the clusters have moved so close together that they now appear as 1. This shows us a specific reason why the stars have changed, or the appearance has changed. Some people told me answer D, the Pleiades, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that, has 7 stars, but 2 are close together, that they appear to be a single star. Again, this is all good, right? But we need more specific information. So I want you to notice the difference between these two answer choices. Number 1, right? First of all, it doesn't show us a change, answer D. You might assume there's a change, but your answer needs to very explicitly show us that there's a change. And then another reason I want to tell you that answer D is wrong, it's not specific enough. So make sure you guys, when you're answering these answer choices, you are very prejudiced against certain answers because they don't meet requirements. When you follow what is required in the question and not what's in your head, things become a little bit easier. And this one I actually had to read through these notes to get a full understanding of the information, because nothing really jumped out at me, but this is just me. Everybody's different. The student wants to emphasize the fossil significance. So why the fossils are important. And again, if you go to answer A, it just talks about Canadian paleobiologist Natalia Rybczynski fossils. Rybczynski's fossil has the skull and teeth of a seal, which, like sea lions and walruses, is pinnate. Well, I mean, where's the significance, right? I don't know, maybe. And it's okay not to know. You don't need to know the answer from the first check around. What you're doing is you're eliminating answers that you know are 100% incorrect. Pinnipeds are descended from 4-legged land-dwelling carnivores. A fossil that resembles both was recently found. Okay, we need significance. We need, why is this important? So again, let me check my other answers. Answer C, having 4 legs, but the skull and teeth of a seal, the rare fossil illustrates an early stage in the evolution of pinnipeds from their land-dwelling ancestors. So I love answer C because it shows us the significance. And where is this significance in answer C? Early stage in evolution. It doesn't need to tell us this is significant. It doesn't need to tell us that, oh, this is really important. It doesn't have to use those words. We need to, most of the time, infer it. Because as you've noticed, a lot of these answers on this digital SAT, they show us information. So when you're showing information to somebody, you're basically telling them, look, it's here, but you have to be able to digest that information. We're going to go with the answer C. Ask herself. Welcome, Bizak, my digital SAT peeps. Question number 25. The student wants to emphasize a difference between the two portraits. Oh, don't do that, right? Someone was telling me they made a mistake. Don't make mistakes. Look at answer A, and it mentions two artists. But again, are we, emphasizing a difference between the two? In answer A, we're not. We're looking for a difference. We're looking about how these two portraits are different. Answer B does not do that either. Now, I want you to look at answer C. Now, it compares portraits, and that's what we want, not artists, but portraits. While both are by Enriquez, and so this first word here shows us that a contrast will be used or introduced. While both are by Enriquez, the 2003 portrait of Luis Jimenez is a painting, and the 2016 portrait of Rodolfo Anya is a drawing. So does this show us a difference? It does. Do we begin the sentence or the answer with a difference? We do. I like answer C. And again, answer D. We're not comparing the portraits, right? Luis Jimenez was a Mexican-American sculptor. Rodolfo was a Mexican-American writer. We're comparing the people here in answer D and not the actual portraits. We're going to go with answer C. Question number 26. So I read the question again, and I want to emphasize the role a misconception played. Don't get confused with certain things. So for example, answer A does not show me a misconception or the role of a misconception. Answer B, right? It looks correct because of a fictional place. But where is the misconception? A misconception means a misunderstanding, right? An idea or something that is not comprehended correctly. And so answer B does not show us a misconception. All because the south of the US state of California lies in Baja California, named after a fictional place. Fiction is not a misconception. Maybe if I base an idea off of fiction, and then my worldview off of that idea that is based on fiction, then that could be a misconception, but this doesn't show us here. So answer B is incorrect. Answer C is the same problem. I want you to look at answer D. And I want you guys to practice this two-step verification process. I work through elimination, and then I verify my correct answer, just like Google. Thinking it was an island. And so this first phrase, what does it do? It shows us a misconception. Thinking it was an island tells us that this was a wrong thought. And that this misconception, thinking it was an island, they named it off the misconception. Spanish explorers called the peninsula California after an island in a popular novel. So because of them thinking this area or this place incorrectly, they named it also off of something incorrect, right? And so we're going to go with answer D. D for donkey. Question number 7, final question of module number 1 of test 2. The student wants to emphasize a similarity between two paintings. Go through your answer choices. So for example, answer A, this is not a similarity, right? Answer B, well, it contradicts, tells us how different they are, no similarity. Answer C, look at this. In the paintings, they are both huge. Now, they give us measurements, and the measurements themselves are not the same, but what is the same is that they're both very large, and they're both huge shows us a similarity between the two. Answer C is the best answer. If you check answer D, we're comparing soldiers to refugees, and these are not similar in any way, shape, or form. This was test 2, module 1. You can learn anything, Mr. Sema.